Yeah, yeah. If I must.
Play me out.
Hello. Hello, everybody. So great to have you be back with you, players, and have you back with us, viewers. Thank you, Cookie. Gonna get a stretch in. I've been sitting here too long already. I'm not stretching. Thank you. Thank you, Zen. 2 years of subbing. Thank you. Thank you for 2 years of subbing to the channel.
Wow, just gonna leave it there, huh?
I heard it and I was like, oh, it's silly, but super
Keep
appreciate you,
it.
Zen. Thank you so much. Um, awesome. 2 years. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I
That's
really.
pretty, yeah.
All right. Well, we are back with Provenance tonight. Um, a lot of high drama, high fantasy. We have found ourselves, our crew, up in the mountains, Frost Peak Cliffs, deep in a tunnel system where griffins seem to reside for the most part. Our crews fought their way through. The mechanical canines met and experienced a number of these strange mutated creatures along the way, and fought their way into what was likely a room used for some sort of alchemy, something nefarious. We didn't quite get to that at the end of last session, as we really just kind of scooted by. Hey! How's it going? And it's 58 months, and awesome. A Commander Catch. Thank you so much. Yay! Awesome. Yeah, it is so good to see them. Yeah. um, Finding themselves in the depths of this cave for years, it's created a stone curse and sent them out towards the city. Narrowly managed to survive last session's back. New group, new people, lots of dangerous things. After putting down the last of the stone curse and mechanical canines, you're left with this room to explore. The runic circle in the center, cross between wizardry and alchemy, the curdled mass of something in its center. And I'm going to take us right off the heels of the battle as the last person, Grisura, bats one of the last creatures away with her bow. And with each person kind of delivers their finishing blow to the last of the creatures. Heavy panting from those not accustomed to intense, prolonged battle fills the space. Sound of moisture dripping in the caves, the coolness of the space, little mist with your breaths breathing out. I'll let anyone pick up if they have anything at the end of this battle.
You all right?
Everyone alive? Is everyone okay?
I'm good.
Zurg runs over, checks Eris. I'm trying to remember who else is injured, but I think there's like three or four of us who are injured.
Heavily, yeah.
I land from flying and spit out some blood.
Yeah, Kethry's going straight over to Shar to check if she's getting all petrified. Just to check if she has the potion.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, she's just gonna check anyways, like, look at your arms, look at your legs, look at your back, look at your head. Everything. And then she'll be satisfied with that answer.
Grisura's kind of like pacing back and forth, getting herself worked up. That was almost a disaster. We almost died there. Kethry, the potion in the middle of combat? Really? Shar was fine.
What's she? There was
And
too much
Chloe?
going on. I don't know.
Abandoning Eris in the middle of the. Ah! Grisura like walks off a couple of steps and just like you can see like the steam of her breath as she's like completely worked up in her half orc kind of rage and like full of emotion and trying to get a hold of themselves, but not really quite succeeding. So there'll be probably about 20 or 30 seconds of growling and kind of guttural noises that don't make sense.
Nice. Energy fills the space. Everyone reflects a little.
She is
Um,
correct. Our tactics are something to be desired.
Thought I was doing okay.
You panicked, Kath.
I haven't had a nickname to my nickname before. I really like it.
Catherine,
Yes.
that's not the time.
Oh, sorry. Leave the room.
Grisura's mouth opens and closes a couple of times, but they can't find words.
Sorry.
Ash, you have anything to say in the moment? For Ash, anything to say in the moment?
Um, uh, this, is there, I think that, um, I mean, it seemed like everyone was trying. Um,
Where I trained, simply trying is not enough. You either succeed or you die. And we either need to be doing better together or we die.
Eris coughs. A little bit of blood comes out. She's working on patching herself up with the healing kit.
Nice. Anything Ignatius has, just to check in?
yeah, he would sort of like circling around the group, half checking the room, half, and like I can't speak for the others, but uh, some of us are more experienced in combat. I'm experienced in making maps and surviving by myself, and up until this, I pretty much had a good handle on protecting myself. But I think, don't know quite what's expected yet when we're out here adventuring as a group. I think we need to, what Grazula said, I think we need to maybe communicate better, maybe. Um, but I promise I'll, you know, try to do what I can, and I have a certain skill set that I can use
Nice.
effectively in combat, and
Hmm.
and just if you really need dire healing before you go down, just try to get that out to me, and if I can get to you, I'll do what I can if I have slots, spells available. Or I think we should let everybody, maybe that's a big thing. We should coordinate with each other who has who has potions, where they are in their backpack. So if someone doesn't have a healing potion on them, but the person who went down has a healing potion on them, they can access theirs. Um,
Hmm.
just more communication, I guess, and um, staying on top of things, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe more those who are more experienced in combat can offer up suggestions as to what could we be doing better.
You can no longer split the group amongst several different enemies.
All right.
Anything from Chloe as people are exchanging thoughts?
Not really. Well, about all the conversation is going on. I'm still in the corner where the rocks are, just so
Okay.
nobody could see me.
Hmm.
Still having the panic attack,
Okay.
and then trying to actively listen to what is going on in the conversation, knowing it's important to be part of,
Hmm.
but also past events keep replaying and close mine.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
and
Anyone?
then
Okay.
I'm gonna start doing meditation just to start
Okay.
regain confidence.
Are you at all attempting to be stealthy, Chloe, or is this just like you're just dealing with this panic attack and doing your best to pull yourself out? Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, Chloe.
Yeah,
Either way, if you would. Thanks. Just a straight roll.
sure.
Thank you. Just to see the gauge, like what level. Uh,
So no adding my self
yeah, no, you can add
modifier.
your stealth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's an official stealth roll. Hmm.
I don't know if this is cocked or it did not. It's I don't know if it's a 5 or it. I can't.
Looks a
Wait,
little
no,
like
it
it
is
is.
a 5. Never mind,
Okay.
it is a 5. Never, never
What's
mind.
your modifier? Yeah, I don't
Ugh.
think it's
Uh, yeah.
any.
Self?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, 11 total.
5 plus 6.
Okay. Anyone with a passive perception higher than that will, of course, see Flo a little bit shut down, introverted, doing some self calming, but off to the side.
I recovered 8 hit points, by the way, on my healer's kit.
Um,
Oh,
So you're at 9?
I'll look to Grazula and maybe even Sharon. Should we and what's her name? Not Katrina.
Catherine?
Katrine.
Catherine. Thank you. Katrine. Thank you.
Oh, Catherine.
Katrine is your druid, right? Like meow meow choo choo, Katrine. Were you engaging with him? Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to check with them. Should we make camp and maybe try to get along, a decent rest in to help everyone
She kind of
gather
looks
themselves?
around. Yeah.
Plus, we
Probably.
can canvass the room and
I
see
think
if we
it's a
can
good
find
one.
anything.
Take the time to investigate, and we'll just set up guard at that. There's just the one entrance. I think that'll be all right. Let's set here for the night. Rest up. You can head back to town once we're in better shape. Careful what you touch. Let's all stay near the entrance. Those that are good at investigating things, we'll just gonna see if I can. Oh, I know you've got some skills here, Ignatius, with yeah, handy with art. Maybe you can copy down what this circle looks like, if you're up for
Certainly.
that.
Yep.
Right. Um, Seems like some attended to, but if anyone else is in dire need of rest, recuperation, healing, let's make that first priority. We'll make a little food, get a good long night's rest if you're. I think anyway. Of course, it's up to all of you, but good to get rested, get back, report what we found. Does anyone want to join that?
Quick
Okay.
question.
Fine.
How far away is that room with all of the water in it?
Probably a few hours back.
Oh, hours? Okay. Never mind then.
Sorry, yeah, it's been a little bit of travel since. A few hours, I'll say.
Looking. I was going to say, the only way into this room was the way we came in, right? Is there any
That's
other
it.
entrances?
Nope, you do a
So,
scan, Katrines, yeah. Just that one in and out, it seems.
Ignatius will gather something that will, furniture, wood, anything that's burnable. If we're going to stay here for the night, and he's going to build a fire at the entrance, making
How
it.
angry are you at Grisura? Because Grisura's burnable.
Well, as long as you don't sleep in the fire, you should be good.
Nice.
I'm just my objective here is to uh, not just for a fire, but to anything coming in the room will have to be
Mhm,
by the fire to
mhm.
get to us.
Yeah, Katrine will help you find a spot in that entrance where the smoke will kind of go off in the other
Mm-hmm.
direction and up
Right.
rather than
With
filling
those
in here.
concerns, yeah, yeah.
hmm
Maybe a
Uh,
little way up the path.
yeah, hopefully it's good. All right. Anyone that's up for investigating, please take the time, see what you can find in the rubble. Looks like they did smash things up pretty good, but can't hurt to take a look round. I don't know if any of you understand alchemy or wizardry or either or, but that circle I'm sure could use another look at. Looks like a little of both.
I
Um,
can help with the alchemy.
right, all right. But take a look then if you would, or we'll set this up.
Dan, did you want to do the inspiration at some point?
That's an excellent, excellent. Uh,
Before we fail all our skill checks
all
here?
the checks, yeah. Let's go ahead, everyone roll your d20 for the DM inspo. Okay.
And as we are pausing, I would like to remind everyone that Chloe is a halfling.
Oh, right. Yeah, close halfling in here. Okie doke. Well, Warren, what did you get?
18.
Nice. Steph?
18.
Oh, Frank?
Ooh, possible for double 12.
Oh, nice. Lil?
14.
Okay. Pasha?
15.
Oh, okay. Sam?
13. Why are we spending all of our high rolls on this?
And Mariah?
I'm getting all my low rolls out of the way. 9.
9. Okay, Mariah, you get, I rolled a 10. It was almost
Nice.
Frank, but you came in clutch with one away. So Chloe's got a D6 to use on anything but a death saving throw tonight.
Ash would go up to Kefri. Did you need any help looking at the circle? I have a little bit of knowledge in Arcana.
I would love to help.
Okay.
Great.
Ignatius will just look around for items.
Okay. Ignatius, go ahead and make an investigation check. Kefri, you're doing alchemy, and Ash, you have alchemy proficiency, or
Oh,
you
I'm
just helping?
sorry. I thought she was
You
doing
don't need to-
Arcana. I'm sorry.
You can do an Arcana check if you want a separate Arcana check, if you'd like,
Okay.
Ash.
Yeah.
Can I do an investigation?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Anyone have anything else they'd like to do in this room? Chloe, Eris, or Grisura?
Eris is gonna sit by the fire and be guard duty.
Nice. Nice. Excellent. Grisura?
I think Grisura's still calming down, so might investigate later, but right now is just kind of sitting, probably cross-legged like this, elbows on knees, just breathing deeply and thinking about what they said.
Beautiful. Awesome. Chloe, anything you want to do in this room?
I
Or are you still
mean,
working on your...
I'm gonna drop halfling, so
Oh,
I
okay.
would go back and then find my coat, and then I'll investigate.
Okay. Whew. You come about, you've got your breathing down, you shift back into... are you shifting into the female Chloe that we've seen? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Jacket on. Oh, stretch your arms and go investigate. All right, so Chloe, please make an investigation. If I haven't told anyone else what to roll, please let me know. But Ash, I think you had Catherine. Roll your. You should have. Let me see if I put them in there. You should have 2 alchemy checks in your list of skills. Let me know if you did be the very bottom. If you have access to that right now, anyway. If not, nope. Okay, then go ahead and roll either a wisdom or basically roll a d20, add either your intelligence or your wisdom modifier, and then add a proficiency modifier of 2 on top of that. I think it's 2 right now, but if it's higher, do that. Ash, let me start with you up top here. Let me know what you got for Arcana.
That is a Stephanie. That's an 11.
Nice, and 11 hits the Arcana DC exactly.
Perfect.
I'll start describing, what you've discovered with this. This is definitely, you're confirming that it is a cross between a wizard's ritual circle, or runic circle, um, and the elemental magics of alchemy.
Okay.
So while you're not necessarily familiar with the alchemical side, it fades in and out of that interwoven. Rest of this has the structure to house a ritual is what you're picking up with an 11. This is
Okay.
intended as a ritual. This keeps the magics here and it focuses them towards the center. And that's what you pick up
Okay.
with your Arcana. Ignatius, what'd you get with your investigation?
15.
15. Okay, nice. That is a success on. You see, as you're looking around, there's rubble. A lot of things are destroyed. There's definitely an area where there are some remnants. You can see perhaps where bodies have been dragged once before, and a little ichor and blood stain the floor, and just a few bits are left. This is probably where the stone cursed were made. You would learn that stone cursed are made from petrified people. You see, um, you have a lot of experience given your background in a lot of different just a scope of things with investigating and exploring. And you can tell that some of the vials here they have that basilisk blood smell. They were definitely people that were being petrified, and then likely over the circle, um, being made into the stone curse. This is likely the origin, or at least one of the origin of the stone curse.
I'll point that out to Ketri and Ash.
Okay.
That this seems to be the area where he was, whoever it was doing their rituals or something to turn people into stone. I think.
And Ash would share the information about the
The
power
circle.
accumulating there. Yeah, the
Okay.
circle.
Um, let's see, Shar, you were doing an investigation as well, I think. What'd you get?
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you are getting some elsewhere in the room similar findings. You can see drag marks of existing petrified people from the caves. I mean, it happens in caves often. There are basilisks, and this is their habitat. Maybe before they were purposely turning people petrified for the purpose of becoming stone cursed, they were using resources from here, but that's much older. It looks like maybe months ago, that investigation check. You're getting a rough time frame, 3 to 5 months ago, that people were being pulled in here, statues from the caves, work being done. So this has been going on at least 3 to 5 months, is what you pick up at the 17. Kethri, you were going to do that d20 plus either wisdom or intelligence plus your proficiency. Let me know what you get.
Oh, I rolled a wisdom check. Do you want me to go back and redo it?
No, no, if you've already done it, go for it.
Okay. Well, let's see, that was an 8 total.
Okay. We just check because wisdom check. I don't know if it'll add the proficiency for you. I think it's just going to add your wisdom. Yeah.
Well, that was a
So
6 plus. the 2 for my proficiency. That's where I got the 8.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Woo.
I know, rolling
All right.
big.
Well, there you can tell that this is indeed alchemy, being while it's outside of the scope of what you usually do with a kit and the work that you do, this is pulling in more of the heavier magics, elemental magics of alchemy. But you see the basics of it written in this runic circle, so you know that there's some sort of combination. We're just kind of confirming alchemy plays a role in this, but not much higher, unfortunately. And I think Chloe was doing an investigation as well. What'd you get?
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Nice.
Okay, all right, on fire this campaign. Nice. Let's see. I if there's anything higher than the 17. There isn't much higher than what Shar found, the 17. I will say that you can tell that whatever this curdled mass of matter is in the center of the circle, you kind of determine that it was biological. This is not, you know, a stone or, you know, minerals per se. This was at one point something biological.
Can I tell if it was like animal, human?
Not at this point, not in its current curdled warp state, unfortunately. Something hard was done to this thing, whatever it was, and this is all that's left. All right, assuming everyone shares their I know some have already
Yeah,
said they
I
share.
will.
Mm-hmm. You share as
I
well.
will show the additional information.
Excellent. The camp is set up. Those that needed preliminary healing have gotten it. There's a little food. The fire is set up outside, and Katrain is going to bag up that biological mass, whatever the curdled mass, to bring back. Um, Ignatius, can you do, because I know we've got the skills in yours, just one of your your cartography skills, the dexterity based one. And you do it with advantage because you've got the time here. It's a pretty low DC. Um, just to etch. See how many of the finer details you're able to pick up to copy. Oh no. A two
No,
ones?
2 1s.
Oh my goodness. You know what? It's just a little outside of the realm of what you usually do. I will say you're able to get the basic larger
4 4
shapes.
total. 4 total.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah. There's the obvious, and you're able to get all that. The finer details, there's so many finer details in this. You do your best, um, but yeah, you feel good that you caught the overall idea of what this is. But
Plus,
mhm.
it's low light and everything.
It is,
I
yeah.
miss
Yeah, really.
I miss Aaron Wynn.
Right, right. Why the runes tell me, yeah. Nice. All right. So, Katrine, all right, well, I guess that's it for the day. We should get rest. Anyone? I'm gonna take first watch. I left in a bit late in the battle, so I'll take first watch. Anyone want to pick up second and third?
I could take second and third.
I'll take third.
All right, Eris third and Chloe second.
I will take both second and third.
Well, do you need sleep, right? I think you're not. Yeah, so you'll
At this
miss.
point,
Mhm.
I don't care if Chloe gets a point of exhaustion. At
Okay.
this point, Chloe, like, and this
Wired.
is me talking too, is just
Mhm.
wired and cannot sleep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she'll take 1 point of exhaustion at the end, but you will be able to participate in second with second. I think was by yourself. Eris was doing third, so you can do third with Eris. Keep a careful eye out. All right, Katrine's gonna roll for first. Does anyone have anything before bed? I should ask. Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Please.
Um, I think just kind of while we're sitting around the fire eating or whatever, um, look at Chloe. Do you wish to talk, to share?
About me, I will, but right now, in the state that I am not willing for. I'm not up for it right now.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Catherine has a thought to like try to break the ice since we're still getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
We like to just pipe up and be like, I think what we need to do is go around the circle and maybe say one thing about us that no one, well, no, maybe just a favorite color. What's your favorite color? Let's start with that.
This is
Or we
everyone's
just,
like getting ready for the night. Yeah.
oh, we're eating.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. It's even better. Does
Welcome.
anyone take Catherine up on her suggestion?
Eris is just kind of like staring at her. Like, yes, I've met you before, but
We know like virtually nothing. And if we're gonna be like hanging out, no, it's just a thought. Don't worry. You don't want to.
Mine's black. I mean, it's not
Black.
necessarily a colorful color, but I like it. Maybe like a really dark blue. Either one.
Ooh. Thank you for sharing.
Ignatius,
Blood red. I'm just kidding. It's chartreuse.
Church.
Ignatius
Ignatius?
is going to be like looking over his sketch of the magic circle, seeing smudges and like reflections of his role. He'll just sort of look up and just produce flame in his hand. Red. Red.
Oh,
That's so cool.
amazing.
I
If
like
you're
the
gonna burn
seafoam.
him.
I like the seafoam green. She points to her armor, where
That's really cool. Mine's green, for anyone wondering. Maybe some purple, but I'm already purple. So let's just go with green.
Nice.
Like green.
Ready. He's not going to pressure Shar to answer.
But you can probably feel the eyes
Yeah.
slowly make their way.
Does Shar answer, or are you just being silent?
And she'll look up from her food and side eye Catherine. And then looking back down at the food. I don't have one.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Is anybody not answering? I had to jump up for the dryer. I didn't catch if anyone's not answering.
I think everybody.
Okay.
We'll make clothes.
I'm here. My mom walked in and out of the privacy because I don't know if she wants to be on stream or not. So I'm here. So, and trying to adjust while camera was on. Not great for stream. So, Chloe does not answer. She's engaged in the conversation, but she does not answer because she does not know how to answer.
Okay, Catherine's not going to pressure. He's just now very interested in doing 20 questions with everybody from here on out. So, welcome.
That was fun. I liked it. Thank you, Catherine.
We're
Yeah.
probably fighting a
Thank you,
jerk.
Catherine. I'm sorry about earlier.
No big. No hard feelings.
Sorry, everyone. I guess I
No,
felt a little responsible that things didn't go well and that somebody could have died. Sorry.
it,
I'll just say
it,
sorry.
no, not at all. It needed to be said.
Like,
Yeah.
we're still learning to you know, fight with each other. So
Oh, I'll fight with you if you want. Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
no, right, to fight as a team.
Yes.
If you ever want to get out and have a spar, I'm always
Yeah.
up for it.
Yeah.
It's face
Yeah.
to face all the time.
Exciting.
You two.
Just not tonight.
Grisura nods over at Shar, like expecting that Shar wants a fight, even if Shar's not participating in the social aspects.
Nod. Continue eating.
Beautiful.
I think a sparring session would be great to watch. He's like, I want no parts of this sparring session.
Nothing like a good brawl to shake off the cold.
Nice.
Well, it's
Awesome.
getting a little tired. I think I'm going to go to bed.
You to avoid any battle, Ash slips off to bed. And everyone begins, heading out. For anyone that does want to brawl, just knock some stuff loose. There's plenty of room here, just out past the fire. Um, anyone having something loosey goosey little brawl action tonight? Or
Eris, you want to brawl?
Sure.
All right.
Before the brawl, I'm gonna give everybody a quick nod and head to bed before watch.
Okay. Nice.
And then once I get settled in, I'm gonna take the paper moth that Ash gave me, and then I'm just gonna observe it and hold it close to my chest and drift to sleep.
Okay. And Grisura, you were saying?
Oh, just Grisura and Eris will spar, and Grisura, being a wizard, will lose, but Grisura will have a fantastic time because they're a half-orc.
Eris will go a little easy on herself. Not raging or anything, just kind of like in a training gym where one person has like the gloves and the other person's boxing on him. I feel like that's kind of what they're doing.
Grisura will go until they get a bruise or a cut or something. Like, they will not stop until there's some kind of an injury, but not necessarily a serious one.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah, Shar, are you participating at all, or are you resting out tonight? Some training?
A little too beat up for training currently.
Okay, I don't want to play your character. I don't want to read your character, but I'm getting the impression that it's about 60% you're watching us with disdain and 40% you want to join in. Is that even close?
I think it's not quite disdain, but wishing that she wasn't. Yeah, wishing she wasn't so injured, but she is like noting everyone's fighting style as she watches.
I'll say this: Eris is clearly untrained.
Okay. Nice.
Like she has fought a lot, and there's a lot of strength and stuff, but she doesn't have the same like sort of training that Shar does. Not like formal, more training on the job.
Awesome.
One other thing, Dan, I think it matters.
Yeah.
The hallway in never gets as narrow as 20 feet, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Out of habit, Grisura is going to put up an alarm spell, but probably just pick like a dark corner, like wherever wherever like the easiest place to try and sneak by the fire is, and then with just
Okay.
a mental alarm, then they'll go to sleep.
Nice.
Again, I don't think it matters. It's just that would be their habit.
Part of there. I love it. I love it. All right, everyone gets to sleep after, Eris, Missouri. Oh, you stretch out after a good row. Shar, you're watching, but ultimately you're like, all right, I'll go to bed. It's too painful to watch, but not be able to join. Katrine does the first watch, and no surprises, no creatures, nothing. Brings us to the second watch that I believe is Chloe. If you don't mind doing a perception check, Chloe, let me know what you get.
Yes.
Oh, and Dan, thank you for the message. I appreciate it. I will keep that in mind.
Absolutely. Thank you. Hearts.
And what'd you say? A perception?
Perception, if you don't mind.
16.
Okay. On your watch, well, you don't see anything that alerts you to danger. There's nothing very violent looking to attack. You do find that in this area in particular, once things quiet down and the still of sleep and night fall over, there are quite a few of those mutated creatures. Creatures that would normally live in the mountain but are double in size or have extra legs or tails when they don't normally, or um, can blend in with a wall when normally rats don't have camouflage, things like that. um, Quite a few that you take in over this mid shift, but no danger, thankfully. At one point you hear Eris approach. Do you have anything? I'll let you approach, Eris. I'll let you role play a little approach and then we'll roll.
So because Eris is an elf, she gets her full rest after only 4 hours. So she'll go up to Chloe. My turn.
If you don't mind, I would like to take third watch with you.
I can't promise I'll be exciting.
If you can
Just kind of sit down, taking in a different angle of approach, and just kind of watch.
Perfect. Yeah, if you each want to roll a fresh perception. Do third watch.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Okay. And Chloe, if you want to do a fresh perception. No, it's okay.
Sorry. I was reading what you sent me.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Perception?
Yeah.
18.
Beautiful. You both have a very keen eye, senses alert, ready for trouble. Eris, you also notice a lot of those mutated creatures, especially as things are quiet in camp and things have settled, seem to be coming back to their normal spots. Some glow when when they don't normally glow. Thankfully, nothing in here nearby at all that seems to want to attack. So we get through the final shift, and as finally you're all rested, you're all waking up, packing, breaking down little camps, little beds and stuff. I'm getting ready to head back. I'll pause briefly in case anyone has anything else they'd like to do here or role play, but Katrine otherwise is gonna lead the charge back to town. Chloe, what you got?
This is a player question.
Oh yeah,
We did it. Would this be considered a short or long rest?
this is a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Now you stayed up, so you won't actually get it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So no hit die.
Yeah, you have 1 point of exhaustion and you won't recover.
Cool.
Could she take a short rest, technically?
You could definitely take a short rest with that first 4 hours if you want, though.
Yeah, that's what I was asking since I
Gotcha.
slept during the first. Okay.
Yeah, that's a short rest. So you use whatever you'd like for your hit die, and recover anything you recover with the short rest. Right, anything for anybody before heading on back to Zona?
I'll just throw this out there, Dan, although this is going to I won't tell you every day.
Okay.
But as an abjurer, my mage armor lasts all day and gives me that hit point buffer.
Okay.
So that's my morning thing. So I'll tell you once, and I won't tell you again.
Perfect, perfect, nice. It is fired up as a morning ritual every every morning, part of the wake up. Okay. So, Katrine guides you back. You navigate some of the more difficult parts of the mountain. In fact, I think that Katrine is gonna keep an eye out on the way for an easier way out. So you don't have to crawl back through all that rubble and everything else that you went through. And I'm gonna say, following some drafts and sunlight and some other, survival techniques in caves, with that roll, Katrine finds another cave that opens up to the mountainside, and asks Ignatius, could you put this one on a rough map, or at least the scraps of paper we have from that abandoned camp? I,
Yeah, Ignatius will go look. We already have his notebook always open while he's walking through the wilderness, and he'll count the tick marks
mhm.
and the direction they were going, and then no problem. I'll whip something up.
Beautiful. You know what? Go ahead and do a cartographer's check. I think it's an intelligence one or wisdom one. I think it's a wisdom one.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. Yep. You mark it really nice and accurately, thanks to all the things you do on a regular basis. Like you said, you count the ticks. You actually always recording in your brain. um, and you navigate this way. Katrine is going to take you around. You still have to pass that crevice with a broken bridge, but I think that today the winds are a little less severe, and you can do flight and assist one another with the broom, with the flying, and get everyone across nicely. Um, and you return down the mountain. It takes the day of travel, and or I think it's a day. I think it's a day and a half. So if you want to rest this next night, Chloe, um, if you feel like you're in a place to get a full night's rest, there is a rest on the mountainside on the way down to the city. Okay, so we're just gonna zip past that, but check in with me if anyone has any role play, so I don't push by. Otherwise, a long rest on the mountainside on the way down.
On during the day, I think Ignatius would ask Ketri, uh, spent a lot of time in the wilderness, but I never really got a good grasp on good herbs for healing and stuff like that. Um, and he'll open up his notebook again, constantly having his notebook ready. Could you describe like what I should be looking for, and maybe we can pick up some additional healing herbs on the way and stuff like that?
Oh, she is all for this collaboration. I'm so excited I get to nerd out about herbs. Yes, let's do it.
Beautiful.
Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, go ahead and make a wisdom check, Catherine, while you're walking down the mountainside, and you can have proficiency. And Ignatius, go ahead and make a wisdom check without proficiency. So here's what we can do. I'll revamp that because I forgot I worked on this. Anyone that wants to help Kethri, like start looking for herbs and such, can do so with the survival check if you're proficient in survival. The DC is a little higher for survival. It's not as easy as being, but every time you succeed, you get closer to proficiency in herbalism because you're specifically looking for herbs with your survival. So, if you don't have survival, then you can just make a willy nilly, let me know, and you can do a wisdom check without proficiency. That'll also get you closer to herbalism, but that's going to take a little longer.
Okay, so I'm proficient in survival, so
nice. Okay.
Survival check.
And Ketri, you can do yours with the wisdom check plus your proficiency. What'd you get, Ignatius?
14.
Okay. All right. And Ketri?
21.
Nice.
21. Okay. All right. I'm going to. I've got to pull open the document. I'll let you know what you find on the way down mountainside with those rolls. But you both find some herbs, um, including some of the healing ones. All right.
Brazura tries to listen in, rolls a 9, says, "Hey, that sounds really easy," and then looks at the plants and just goes,
All weeds. They all look the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I also tried and rolled a natural 1 for a 5. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they do. They look. The berries look like berries. Is that a different shade of blue it's supposed to be? I'm not seeing that. Lots of things like that that just hold it.
Char grabs something that she thinks sounds like one of Catherine's descriptions, but then upon giving it to her, is like, oh no, that's incredibly poisonous. Put that down.
Nice. Beautiful.
Eris has proficiency in survival too, but I like to think her stuff is all sea based. So she'll look around, but she's like, I know ocean plants better than mountain
I
plants.
love that. I love that. Awesome. I'll make a mental note too to give a lower DC for Eris and water with that stuff. Because you're role playing it out like that. All right. And all right, so you managed to continue down the mountainside, finally arriving about halfway through the following day to the edges of Zonai. I will finish doing that in a minute. Sorry, I'm not trying to multitask because that doesn't go well. Stop letting me out. Okay, Katrine is gonna guide everyone back to the Druid Enclave as they need to check in there. Um, you arrive, that's just outside the city. Please, stay here. We'll get you some proper lunch, and we'll figure out. I'm just gonna check with the elder and see what the governor left for instructions from here. Um, and they'll head off to do that. Um, there's quite a few druids that live here, and some that are traveling through. Some of the ones that are traveling are eyeing this group of um, very unique folks. Like adventurers? Are they? What's happening here? Something of note?
Ash will wave at them.
Nice. At one point, Katrine comes back with the Druid Enclave, the head of the Druid Enclave there. Um, and as she approaches, Grillith Bearstalker. She's the larger bugbear, 6'7", so not huge, but she comes up. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Um, the train tells me you found what you seeking. Bit dangerous, I understand. Glad you all made it. The governor has been checking in each afternoon to see if you've returned. I wouldn't think it'd be much longer than another hour or so before they make their daily stop. Make yourselves at home. Do any of you need any aid? You seem all right now.
No, I think I'll look around, just check with everybody else. We're quite recovered, I think.
Very well. Um, I am curious to hear more about the creatures in the mountains. If you don't mind passing the time, I'd love to hear some descriptions and other observations of the creatures specifically. That's not that it has to be role played out. That's just what she's interested in to like pass the time. Hear about the wildlife there. What? Alexa? Never mind.
Man,
Mm.
Greenlith had Alexa back then?
Yeah, he does. Tell me what animals are playing.
She just reminding you of the governor's impending visit. That's all.
That's right. That sounds important. Should I remind you once in a year? Beautiful. Yeah. So as a little more time passes, so sorry. Let me stop our cave ambiance as we're done with that. Uh, and a little more time passes, and a moderately large carriage um as begins to approach the Druid Enclave, and a couple people come up to tell Grillith, "Oh, the governor's here. Governor's here." Oh, sounds like the governor's here. That's the carriage they've been arriving in, and it's a relatively large carriage. It has the driver up front, two guards up front, two guards on back, tinted windows. Um, it's just a little, maybe a little extra, but maybe that's what the governor needs for security. Before pulling up just next to all of you in the snow. Before the door opens, the driver gets down, comes over, and opens up the door, which is a little ladder down there at the bottom, and Benevolence de Grey steps out, and say, right, she's well, um, glad to see that you're all here and well, and have some answers. Right. Gonna collapse a few times. The guards hustle down. They start taking all this linen and rope off the back of the carriage and set up like a 10 by 20 tent over the next 10 minutes. Like opening up the front, the little heating rooms here to like make it comfortable inside. Melt away the snow, dry it up with some magic, and it's ready for the governor and the rest of you.
The longer this goes on, the more irritated Eris gets. Like, this is ridiculous. She doesn't say anything, but she's clearly disapproving.
Nice.
Char's face is blank, but her shoulders are tensed, like watching this.
Excellent, excellent. um, um, please come in then. It's ready, and we can get down to business. Right. So, while it was getting set up, Grillith and Katrine gave like a quick update to her. Right. Well, I have another person came out of the carriage. This here is a bit of a sketch artist, and they can take like whichever of you observe that circle of sorts. To give your best description, they can, not knowing, of course, that you have a drawing already, Ignatius, if you wish to share that drawing.
I'll sort of give a glance to Grelith to like he'll reach for the notebook and like with your permission to Grelith because he's going to show deference to
Yeah.
the enclave.
She'll smile a little at everything going on and give a nod. Okay.
Okay, and I will produce the drawing of the magic circle and a brief description of as best he can
Okay.
of the mass and the alchemical devices, the combo canines, and all that.
Right. Nice. And you remember some of those finer details that you weren't able to quite capture in the drawing. But you remember, well, it was this and it was inscribed in, this language, or there was something else. So you can add a little to the detail to this artist that'll copy that down. Beautiful. All right. So you've all found quite a bit, it seems.
We also found this, and she'll drop the organic mass like right in
Nice.
front of them.
Right on his carpet.
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, and this is what was in the circle. Oh, just a little bit of a, as it's thawing out down here, a little bit of a smell. Right. Let's pack this up. Right. Get this, says one of the cards. Back it up, puts it on the card. Just seal it for now, right? Just yes. Well, it's concerning that there is indeed alchemy behind this and magics. But it does give us a bit of a direction in which to continue this investigation. I think that if you'd all be as kind to bring this mass as it is to Dean Aldina at Twilight Academy, I think I'd like to make her the contact point for further research on this. Be in touch with her and see how you can further assist. But first, payment. And just snaps to one of the other guards, and who begins they opening up a chest in the back, and 2 fistfuls at a time brings a pouch of 100 gold pieces to each of you. Your payment for helping out up here. So add 100 gold pieces. And they are gold pieces because she wants it to seem like, look at this big sack of money instead of like, 10 platinum. But 100 gold pieces for each of you. Put in your personal inventory. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to handle this whole alchemy. The people in town in the past few days rumors have been spreading about. They've sort of created a boogie person behind this, the alchemist, they say, and that's a bit of a focal point for everything going on. We've got re-election coming up soon, and I really like to get this figured out and under the rug, and
So it would be bad
managed.
to admit that I'm an alchemist. It's unsafe?
I would say if you're a stranger to the city, I wouldn't shout it. That's a good point.
Grisura looks at Kethri in a way that is intended to be like subtle and is not.
So beware of that, but I'll see to it that whatever direction Aldina points you in, that you're still being compensated for your time. But if you could bring that sack of whatever is over to her, I think that'd be our next. I mean, it's progress. I'm gonna review some of the. Would it be all right if I took those maps from you, Ignatius, so that I can start having scouts go out and examine, figure out what these other locations are, and those scraps?
Certainly, certainly.
Thank you.
Right now, they're just kind of, they're not in a form that I would, be proud to hand over. You give me some time to finish them and put some more detail to them, and we're heading back to the city anyway, so we'll just drop them off when they're done.
Well, if you can drop them off by next morning at the Cartographers Guild, I'll send someone by to pick them up. If that's enough time for you.
Certainly, certainly. I'll make time. Yeah.
I appreciate it. I really do. All right, this is good. This is good. We've got new locations to scout on the mountain. We've got whatever that is, which hopefully will give us some answers as to the why of all this. And guess that's it. Right. So off to the well, whatever you need, but by later this afternoon, if you can, make your way to the Twilight Academy. And I'm sure you just ask for the dean, Erebel Aldina, and mention my name. Bring this token. She just has a few tokens in her pouch that she uses for this sort of thing. Just show that token. They'll make sure there's there's no weight and no ID needed. All right. Oh, all right. This is good. Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for all the work you're doing here. And we'll get this sorted. I'll make sure you continue to be paid. And right, and until then, I will catch up with you soon. I'm sure I'll be in touch. Best of luck. Gets out like like the smell of that thing even wrapped up is getting a little ornery. So makes her way out of the tent, has the guards start breaking it down, and just goes into her thing. Yada yada yada, leaving you all here at the Druid Enclave. Yeah, Chloe, what you got?
I forgot to mention that closing her female. Did not even think about changing her into the male form that Chloe's been used. So you can use that to your devices.
Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah. You're not sure if the governor is sort of scanning you all just like like what do we do now, or if they pinged you and were just really smooth about not thing. But
Just to double check, for those of us who failed way back in the caves, the poisonous gas thing, that's the -1 to strength assault since waited,
you are
right?
recovered after your long rest, correct? Thank you for bringing that up. My goodness,
Completely forgot about it until I saw it on my sheet.
Yeah.
I was like,
What's
hang on
this?
a second,
Yeah.
that's not right.
Nice. Okay, it's maybe like 12:30. You had some lunch here while waiting. The governor's gone. You're at the Druid Enclave. What would you all like to do at this point?
Shopping.
Is there anybody around whose specialty is lightning? I'm gonna kind of like go and like look around and like ask around.
Oh, here the Enclave. Okay.
Yes, because I figured druids would know
Hmm.
about elemental stuff.
Yeah. While there isn't anyone that follows that path, the Grillith Bearstalker, the Elder, well, I can speak with you on that. I'm familiar. There's a number of paths open to us as druids, and some are very elemental in nature. Can I help you? Guide you in any way?
Well, see, I started doing this, and I'm gonna like step back so that they're more than 10 feet from me,
Nice.
and I'm gonna rage.
Nice. Oh.
And so the storm aura just activates.
Cool. Snow whips up around you. Lightning arcs through. Oh.
And she's gonna go.
Well,
I don't know.
That's incredible.
It just happened.
I can't say that I've seen that in particular before. Clearly, you're gifted with either
something.
Yes. Perhaps bestowed. Is there anything in your family history that has lightning or elemental?
You know, I was actually adopted. So I was found in the ocean. I don't really know much about my family except for the ones who raised me. They're my family, but
well, of course.
they found me in the ocean, and that's all I really know.
Well, I can safely say that it's not, while akin to some druid natures, it does not stem from druidic magics. But it could be familial, perhaps searching for your lineage might help, or perhaps heading into a church of Taikati or one of the storm elementals? Perhaps you've been gifted something. They're very hard to understand, the primordials. I was around when the deities were present. It was a little more straightforward and discerning origins and purposes of these sorts of things. But if you don't know your heritage, it could be that as well. Um, you have many options ahead of you. Search, but Druid is not it. I don't believe.
I figured I'm not much one for magical things. So this is why this was strange. Alright, thank you.
Of course, of course. And Iris, do you do that like kind of, while everyone's a little present, or are you like trying to are you getting Grillith like off to the side but later?
It's just she wouldn't mind if everybody was around, as I figured like the governor left and then we all kind of went to do our own separate things.
Okay.
I figured dish a little bit. If that's not the case, someone tell me. But like, if anybody, I mean, they would notice her screaming rage for a moment, plus like the little mini cyclone. But yeah, she's not hiding it.
Nice. Okay. So, not super obvious, but if someone picked that up, what would everyone like to do from here? As you've had a little time to regroup and
Shopping.
We're still. Are we in
Um,
Zone High or are we in the Enclave still?
you are at the Druid Enclave, but it's just outside of Zonai. It's like,
Oh, okay. All right.
40-minute walk probably.
um, is there because I'm guessing they probably have like what, like, do they have like, do they have little like tents set up like shops, or is it just pretty much like
It's mostly residential. They gather everything they need. Most of the selling they do is in town.
are there any like like a crate or anything just kind of sitting amongst the tents, or a barrel or something that Ash could sit something on, like paper?
I'll say that you definitely see some of that, but you would also get the impression that these are like, visitors' little tents set up. It might be their stuff in the barrels and crates, or the crates and barrels might be like for their use. But they're there if that isn't a factor for
Um,
Ash.
Ash is going to, because I'm assuming that probably we're walking on like somewhere where she could find like little pebbles.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go around to a couple of little crates or what barrels or whatever, if there's no one around them. And she's going to put down, and she's not trying to hide this, just trying to not do it where there's a bunch of people right there.
Okay.
Put a piece, like a pamphlet,
Yep.
like a folded piece of paper, and then put a rock on top of it. And she'll do that about 3 times.
Okay. Nice. All great. All the great moth pamphlets. Nice. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And if she's walking amongst like any people, well, no, she'll just do that, and then she'll just sit down somewhere and just start going through her tarot cards, laying them out, and just reading on the ground. Not like setting up a shop, but like just keeping to herself, studying, that sort of thing.
Nice. Once everyone's go ahead, Ignatius. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, he would do 2 things. In the intervening time, just he would make sure to give Greelith a copy of the map first.
Okay,
So
nice.
The Enclave has a copy of the map, their own copy of the map.
Beautiful.
And then he'll make a copy for the governor, and he'll ask around to the head healer of the Enclave for to have a quick talk with them.
Okay. All right. Grillis shows you over to Bethany, who is currently the lead healer here. Another bugbear woman. Oh, boy. Ignatius, right? You
Yes, we've
introduced
met.
us.
Yes, not so
Well,
much in a formal capacity, but yeah.
it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What is that I can do for you today?
Well, we just, as you know, normally I'm alone and traveling and mapping and all that goodness, and I usually take care of myself with of course help from the Enclave.
All right.
Um, but adventuring with this group, I'm set up to take care of myself, but not such a large group
Oh,
and help
different,
them.
and that, yeah.
Yes, you run out of healing quite quickly. Um,
Right.
I don't think I don't know. I'm just bouncing this. I don't think I need, you know, additional spells, but I think I need something that helps me cast it more, or something, an item maybe that will heal. I don't know. Repeatedly, I don't know if anything you can, if you know off the top of your head, or something I can look for out there.
Well, I can't think of anything practically here, but there are definitely items out there, things with a bit of magic packed in them, that druidic or otherwise, that can pack the punch you're looking for. They store a bit of magic, store certain spells, gives you a little
Ah,
extra
I see.
chance to use those based on charges and such.
Ah,
Um,
excellent.
there's I know that there's some clerics, high-ranking clerics, will make prayer beads, and each bead can store a spell. But that's rather, I think I've heard tell of a staff. Last place I heard it was over in Arkwood, though. It's just there's an original staff of healing in the museum there, but I heard that there are somewhat to lesser degrees of magic, other reproduced staves of healing. Um, Still might pack the punch you're looking for to go from solo to party style healing. I'm probably looking awkward if I know it's a few months journey, but there's everything, right?
If I That's, well, hey, thank you very much. That's more information that I'd hoped for,
Of
and
course.
I'll see if we can find our way to Arkwood somehow, and that would help us tremendously. Thank you.
No, of course, of course. Um, I would also just for thought, this one's a little less reliable. Um, but I've also heard of someone sort of in the druidic ways, but lesser done, and that's imbuing. You find some fine wood, right? Something that's sort of a staff of your own, from any sort of the magic that will trees and wood that are grown in magical places. They channel magic and store magic a bit themselves. If you can find something that'll properly hold some magic, and then every day that you can, you don't want to be without on days you need it. Every day you can, you pump a magic spell in there. You pick two spells, cast those. If you got a on hand, sort of like a cure wounds spell, and then something that's a bit of range, which is really handy in a party, like healing word. And you pump those in there once every morning, once every morning. Over time, they'll start to store them,
Interesting.
and they'll retain it themselves. Now, where you can find wood like that around here, um, maybe down in Elder Spine, Elder Spring, and you know where that is. That's just outside of Cinderbait Forest.
Okay.
Um, there's rumors of a lot of magic near the northern peaks of Eldercrest. Um,
Okay.
But
you're
not a
talking about.
lot of fact based around that. You've been there into the Lost Woods portion of that. That's where you got turned around and.
Gotcha. Understood.
Let's see. I'm just looking around the map real quick to see where else. Of course, there's the Dead's Clutch Swamp, but I wouldn't recommend that unless you're looking for something really powerful late in levels. As you know, here in this enclave, we call them levels as you strengthen yourself.
Chuckles to himself. Odd term.
But or if you find yourself in the Feywild, well, just shake an arm and you'll find some magic. That might be the ideal place to look, but those are all the things I can find. Ask it all in the enclave you come by. Someone might have something more specific than cast magic every day, Well,
Excellent.
that's word out there.
Gave me some good leads. Thank you.
Good, of course. Bella drew it out. Listen, you take care of yourself and your new companions. I have no doubt you're gonna do just fine.
Thank you. Confidence is appreciated.
Got a good eye for that sort of thing. No, give you a farewell and all.
All right, I'll regroup with the others.
Anyone have anything else they want to do in the enclave before moving on? No. So you all at one point kind of gather back together. Okay, we got our.
Does.
What's that?
I think no, you don't. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, I thought I saw you going like.
No, you're good. I thought we were not in. From what I was trying to do, RP, I thought we were not in the enclave. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, still wrapping up in there, but now the next thing, sort of loose direction is the Twilight Academy. Speaking of the dean there, but if you have stuff in the city you want to do, just let me know what you all want to do. You gather back up, you start discussing. Back to switch it.
For clarity, the Twilight Academy is the center of arcane learning.
Yes. Yep. It's where you've been attending the library. For those of you that have been seeing the library, that's the place. And the community classes are there too. Anyone that partook. Okay, so you all kind of gather back up. Looks like everyone kind of decides, like, all right, let's head on over. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chloe, what you got?
Okay. While are we walking to the academy or are we already there?
Oh, you have to walk there. Yeah, you're in the enclave
Okay.
still.
The garage.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I do apologize. My brain is not all here because
That's okay.
what's going on in my household.
Do you have anything you'd like to do on the
I
walk
did.
over? Okay.
What?
I have something while you're remembering.
Yes, please go
Okay.
ahead, Sam.
Perfect.
Can we stop by a magic shop? I want to get.
Do we have to?
I want to get my 2 friends enchanted.
Nice. There really isn't much in the way in this world of enchanting shops or magic shops yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare still. There isn't much. Yeah, still pretty close. Pre-sundering, things are pretty dangerous. There isn't much to go based off of yet.
Okay. So I can. Dan, I 1+1.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Fine. Never mind then.
All right. Any thoughts, Chloe? Otherwise, I'll just.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Cool. What you
It
got?
dawned on me right after Sam started
Perfect.
her thing. Chloe's gonna walk up to Shar and right beside her, hood up, but and she says, I am an open book. I am willing to answer anything you have to ask.
It just feels like your shifting causes you distress. And if it's to be an issue during battle, it should be discussed.
Fair. But it was the whole battle that caused me distress.
Is it
These-
going to continue to?
Let's hope not. But the battle had to deal with something that happened to me in the past, which I'm not willing to talk about.
Your issues are your own to hold on to. But know that once your issues become everyone else's, when you don't deal with them,
Chloe's just gonna stay silent and just let that sink in.
Into your walk. That means there's more roleplay after that, but okay. Otherwise, we'll continue through the gates of the city, through the city streets, busy city streets, over to the Twilight Academy. You see a lot of you do hear murmurs in the street of the alchemist as this big bad that's behind everything. What are their plans? What are their plots? Do they work for the new person trying to oust the governor and make the governor look bad? You know, are they here to ruin civilization as we know? You know, a lot of just um big gossip in the streets as you're navigating. You make your way over to the Twilight Academy. You can flash your chip or your IDs. Either way, you're able to get sort of directed where you need to go. You pass through the grand green of the, which is very white right now, of course, with all the snow. Navigate through the past the big fountain in the center that's bubbling all here, and into the entrance, past all of the bathroom stalls. And with that, we'll take our bio break. Uh, and see where we get after that. If anyone doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. Our audio will be hot. Chat with us if you like, and we'll catch you in 10. Bye. See you real soon. And thank you so much for the raid, Cameron. Cameron to Sienna. Thank you.
Thanks for the raid.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Cameron.
My favorite gamers.
Yeah. I like your rankings too. They're fun.
Dan, before you go, I am sending you a message.
Okay.
About what you sent me, so.
Perfect. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun,
oh,
now I'm getting hungry. That's great.
I've had mini donuts I'm munching on.
Oh, your mini donuts. That's right. I forgot you had those
Mini
for tonight.
donuts.
I got lemonberry Flintstone, which is
good, right?
a vanilla like a vanilla glaze with fruity pebbles on top.
Oh,
Delicious.
Rainbow sprinkles.
Looper.
And then banana pudding. If you like bananas, you would like banana pudding.
Nice.
You know, I've had some good banana puddings. It's not my favorite thing if I'm going for like a dessert, but it's pretty good.
I
Pretty
hate
good.
pudding.
No.
I mean, I say that,
It's a
but I haven't had
preference.
pudding in years. But
It's a preference, Lily. I understand that.
All right, I will read it as soon as I get back. I've got to pee too badly to wait. I'm so sorry.
I would
You're
I would
good.
never say that I would never
I'm
say that I
typing it.
hate pudding. But again, if there are other things, I will most likely choose something else over pudding.
Don't live your life in fear, Steph. Say you hate it.
No, I don't hate it. If someone gave me banana pudding and that was the only thing that was available, yeah, I'd eat it.
Alright, I'll be right back. My sister. I'm gonna go say hi to my sister and show her my new car. I bought a car.
Enjoy. You look like your blanket looks like reminds me of like Yoshi eggs.
Oh my goodness, it has Snoopy and
Is
Woodstock
it?
on it. Look.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
TJ Maxx.
There's not enough Snoopy and Woodstock in the world, honestly.
I would love to have more Snoopy and Woodstock, and you can't say anything else, Chad. Snoopy and Woodstock are the best friends, the best duo ever.
Who? I
Oh,
don't know.
keep an eye on the time too. About 7 minutes.
Cool.
Mariah, you need to go and talk to your sister.
Thank you.
Go. Get out of here. You got 6 minutes. 5. You got 5 minutes. Tell yourself
I'm
that.
leaving.
Mom stuff. It just came out.
Such
I
a
didn't mean-
taskmaster.
I didn't mean to, but it just happened. And if
Totally
anyone's
understand.
saying anything in chat to me, I can't see it. I don't have Twitch pulled up, so I apologize. I do apologize. Oh,
Run down to the vending machine, get a snack.
oh, I have plenty. I brought a full butt blender with me because of my protein shakes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
other, like, you can stir them, but like it gets grainy.
Not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so I brought a blender. I have plenty of snacks here for sure. But oh, okay. For a second, I thought that was Mariah. I was like, but I think it's Dan's kids. I had some delicious pineapple, shrimp, and tofu rice, fried rice.
That's interesting.
Have you ever had pineapple fried rice?
No, that's
It's so
sweet.
good.
Sweet. Is it
So
a brown rice or a white rice? Like pork fried rice. I mean, that kind of rice.
Yeah, it's
is
something
the
like
brown
pork
rice.
fried rice, except it's yeah, except there's no, I don't think there's any pork in it. There's egg. Then of course, like your typical like fried rice, but there's
Mhm.
pineapple in it. This one had shrimp in it as well, but I added tofu. I could have just done with the tofu instead of the shrimp, but it was good. It was so sweet. It was so sweet with the pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but so good. I haven't had pineapple fried rice in a long time.
It's interesting. What was it? I was watching some thing about the fried rice challenge and all that stuff. I never knew fried rice is the best rice to use for fried rice is like day old white
Really?
rice. Yeah, they all tell you, yeah, take day old white rice. And then that's what you fry up.
Wow.
Put in the wok and fry up.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No idea.
Well,
You had it pretty spot on.
I think I
I
need to
think you look a
retighten it.
little better. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so
we
too, but I just-
so we got rooms, like they gave us rooms that the place did on the first floor. Which is nice.
Yeah, 'cause
But
you
then
paid
also
for 'em,
like
so.
we're also right,
Just
well, I mean there
go.
were other floors there.
I'm just
But
teasing.
but they're
Nice to you
also like
rooms.
right here by like where the bar and stuff is. So I'm just like, this is going to be a disaster.
You're gonna hear all the foot traffic. Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, this is going to be wild. It'll be fine.
You want one? Yeah.
Feel the dogs are being
Yeah, but I
so
guess.
good right now. I'm so proud of them.
How are the dogs, Tasha? I know that you were worried.
Huh?
Weren't these the dogs? Like, aren't there 4 dogs that you're dog sitting?
Yeah, yeah, because it was like it was fine last night. It was just a little rough. No pun intended. It's so funny. But I think because now we're familiar, like it's great now. So I was worried over nothing,
Okay.
Good.
Good.
as I normally.
Worried over nothing. I live there.
Yeah.
Really?
I think we all probably worry over nothing.
Yeah.
At least I do.
Yep.
But anxiety medication helped with a lot of that.
I mean, I'm on it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
I know. It doesn't take it
Yeah.
away all away, unfortunately.
It just makes me actually have like good feelings now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I
Yeah,
think
the
back to
Cranberry
like
sleeping, so we're good.
before anxiety medication and like just like how I would feel every morning waking up, just like instant anxiety.
Yes.
And I don't get that anymore. God.
Yay. Yeah, mine's more for depression, but like it's just a nice like mix.
There was some of that in there too. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Definitely a Wellbutrin girly. Is that what I take? I don't know. I think that's what I take.
What do you take, Tasha?
I think it's I know the generic name. I think it's Wellbutrin.
Okay.
It's
Good
the
timing,
brand.
Ryan.
Huh? What?
Sorry, I just saw you sit down. I was excited. It was right on time. It was great work.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing
1
great.
minute to spare.
Nice. That's what I'm doing.
I get to chill with my sister because she's tired. 'Cause she's been on the road. So I will chill with her tomorrow. It's our baby shower tomorrow. I'm ready for my nephew to be here. I've already spoiled that boy to death.
Good.
He's not even born yet, and I'm already spoiling him with all the nerdy things. I told my sister when she told us her and her husband were having a boy, I was like, I'm gonna turn your son to nerd, and she's like, absolutely not. Christmas time, I gifted her a Grogu onesie, child blanket, and matching bibs. And I was like, hey, do you remember when you said that I couldn't turn your son into a nerd? You get no choice in the matter.
Boom, Chicago. Yeah. Nice.
You get no choice in the matter. You and Alex are not the nerdy type. You are the scientific nerds. I am the pop culture nerd in this family. So Star Wars, yeah, he's gonna get a lot of Grogu stuff. I am excited for him to be here.
It's probably really far off, but like when no gender given, like time. I feel like that's gonna be really nice. Like the freedom to not have any pressure until you land.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, of how you identify.
You're
Like
letting the
Keep
main
dreaming,
out.
liberal. What'd you say, Maria?
I said the mane is out.
Oh
Talk
yeah.
about Dan's hair.
It glorious.
The
The mane is
The
out.
hair. Glorious.
Oh, hi.
And
All right,
Lily,
let's
what
get
is
this.
this?
I'm
What's
bringing
the
this
snack
back
for
inside.
today?
Me?
Yeah, what's the
Go,
snack
go.
tonight?
Ooh.
Chocolate chip? For
Nice.
what I could. Nice. Awesome.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a different DM that looks almost the same but slightly different, and has his hair done the other way. I forgot I flipped it over. I'll fix it in a minute. Here we are. We have made our way to the Twilight Academy. I love this place here in Zonai. Lots of community sharing and assistance with magic and otherwise, knowledge, lore. Really, they changed deans. Right, well, we'll get into that later because some of the characters have actually like explored that. I don't want to spill the beans in case it's a cool character now. Yeah. You have been directed each stop. Okay, go to this office. They'll tell you where the dean is and where you can meet. Bump, 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 bump. As you go in the building, you get to the next office, and they send you further in, and they let you know at this point that the dean has been notified, that the governor has reached out to expect the dean and some company as they get you set up in a nice into a different room. Finally, you are directed into young half-elven woman, really short blonde hair, whisked back around the side, maybe in her early 100s or so. Sorry, half-elven, so maybe in her early 30s or so. Right, this way. This is final stop. I'm sorry about all the stops along the way. This should be it for you, though. Then no one's in yet, so make yourselves comfortable. And the dean will be with you. I believe she has a colleague from Nias Quill. And another tiefling person. I can't remember their name, but they seem to know one another quite well. So they'll all see you soon. You don't have any food or drink to offer right now. I'm sorry, but they shouldn't be long. They shouldn't be long. Opens up a door in the hallway, and you all step inside. And
Are there books? Are there books?
No books. No books in here. I'm so sorry. Yeah. You step in, and the room kind of looks like it's shaped like a massive medicinal tablet, right? Like a big pill-shaped room. Probably 20 feet long and 12 or 14 feet wide, with those domes at the end that pills would have. But the walls are all clear and see-through, and you find yourself staring out into the dim light of a shallow ocean floor. Seaweed embedded in the sands floats upward in different places for several meters. Soft light refracts and dances across the sands on this ocean floor as assortments of fish in many shapes and sizes dart through the seascape. Shells, starfish, and crabs dance about the sands they call home. And as the door closes behind you, it seals, creating a seamless wall peering into the same ocean. A soft light emanates from a chandelier affixed to the ceiling in the center, to the clear ceiling, looking up above into the waters, as candles begin to dance with small flames. The dim light of the room and ocean floor sets a peaceful energy to the space, and the sounds of water burbling only add to the serene ambiance. And you have a few minutes here before anyone arrives. There's a table in the center with a number of chairs, but otherwise it's like you're underwater in this sealed off hill-shaped room.
Eris is in her happy place.
Nice.
This is delightful. She's just gonna walk all over, just following the fish. And it's like, I am getting kind of hungry.
Amazing. Awesome.
And I think it's pretty I think it's pretty useless, but can Can Ash like do like an Arcana check to see if like this is a spell doing this, or
Absolutely. You can try and
like keeping the
decipher something.
water out? Because
Mhm.
she's definitely interested.
No.
Arcana check of 22, natural 20.
Oh, okay. It's 22 in total.
Yes.
Beautiful. You can tell this ocean is a real space somewhere, and you're not sure if the image of it is being projected here or if the space you're stepping into is projected to the ocean floor somewhere. With the 22, you feel like it might be the latter. Not imagery, but you have entered a space that exists somewhere in an ocean floor, shallow ocean floor, because there is sunlight getting down here. It is just a separate safe space beneath that much water, probably pretty secure, private, difficult to spy on.
Are the walls like, if you can you touch them? Does it feel like water?
It's a
Does it feel like
solid wall. Feels like a solid. I mean, you don't really have
glass
glass,
wood
I
or
don't
something?
think. I mean, rough. You've got glass, but not for
Right.
windows and stuff. Just spyglasses and things. So
Just feels like a surface, like a
Mhm.
smooth surface.
Smooth, clear surface.
Okay. Okay. Incredible.
There's nothing here, Dan, that's like immediately reminiscent of Stone Theory Landing and some of the above below water features there. Is it something different?
Oh yeah, I will say that both Eris and Grisura definitely ping a little bit of that technology where the land and water coexist, and there's air that goes underwater and is safe, and then water that goes up on land and holds its shape. So the water, humanoids and creatures, intelligent life can traverse the city. Yeah, definitely a little bit of that magic involved.
Is this ocean water like the fish, the color of everything, the plant life? Does Eris recognize where it is from? Is it on our plane?
On your plane, 100%, and in fact, this is definitely Tychody's domain, like northern ocean on the continent.
Oh,
Called Tychody's domain. So you recognize this, the fish.
she definitely recognizes it.
It's just that warbling of water, the refraction of light, even in here, kind of dancing across the floor and the chairs and the table, little candlelights keeping up in the room. Before the door opens, and a woman steps in, introducing herself. Oh, it's pleasure to meet you. Oh, and now she nods to Grisura, who they've already met. This is indeed Dean Erhamil Aldina. I'm Erhamil Aldina. She they. It's a pleasure for any of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. Feminine dark elf, maybe in her late 200s. Stands about 5'4", and honestly, the best build I can describe it as is like a slim thick build, because when that was a popular TikTok descriptor, that's what she looks like. She has shock white hair and eyebrows, honey golden eyes, and a rich dark brown skin tone. It's an absolute pleasure. It was lovely to see you again, Grisara. And I've got some companions with me that are going to just help us out a bit with this mystery. Um, this here, as she steps in and steps to the side, Darren Keenseeker, here on Lennox behest. Darren is a bit of here's Darn. I'm sorry. Introduce yourself, Darn, please. And Dorn will indeed introduce themselves. Appearance wise, seems to be a half elf, maybe late 50s. Has a wizard book like flipped to his waist on the side, so you can tell instantly he's a wizard. short, wavy red hair and gray eyes, smooth, sort of a golden skin tone. And he seems about 5'9". Um, right, it's a pleasure to meet you all. The name's Doran Keenseeker, hey him. I'm a bit of a scholar in these sorts of things, and well, Lennox put in a request that I see to this matter, and hard to say no to them. So here I am. I'm here in another matter in the city, but I'm going to devote my time in figuring out what what it is you found. Looking into that mass, understand a bit, but anyway, and they step aside as the familiar Lennox steps in as a third individual. Oh, it's lovely to see you all again. Look at all these wonderful faces, smiling, so excited to see me. And whether you are or not, they're just saying that. Well, they all step in and sit down. I guess we should do this in sort of an organized manner. So, please, Admiral, let's let you start as the dean here. We won't step in your way. Can you share with everyone what you've learned, what you found? She does. Right. Well, they've been given the information from the governor that he passed along. A rough sketch of that alchemical wizard circle. Even without knowing the finer points, we've been able to break this down and tell that that circle seems to mostly focus on breaking down what's at its center at the time of the ritual and drawing its life energy, whatever's in biological, it seems to be its purpose, something biological in the center. Breaks it down, draws its life energy and arcane essence out as well. Seems to be designed for magical biological creatures, things that inherently have some hold magic in them. Mostly intended to break it down, siphon its life force, likely to be channeled into some sort of alchemical component. As best we can tell, these are all preliminary findings, nothing too specific yet. Where Dorn will come in. We also noticed that the runes and the symbols used were all very, very crude, but effective. Something that was likely perfected over time. Someone took the time to learn what works and what doesn't work in creating these circles. Likely countless times before they got to this one. This seems to be a bit of a finished product, but not coming from a scholarly place. This is trial and error. The lack of refinement on the wizard's end of the spell work seems to indicate that their background is leans toward alchemy more than wizardry, other magics. So likely an alchemist to their core and needed to pick up the basics of wizardry to form that ritual circle. So I'll add in confidence here that I'm concerned about the function of some of these runes, though, in particular, more so than what they're doing overall. There are some runes worked in that don't quite fit the overall purpose to drain we can destroy and drain. Instead, they're clearly set as some sort of catalyst, but there's no further spell work here to initiate. It's so what is it trying to activate or do? We don't even know. We should get some more specific drawings and such. The governor is looking to send a crew out where you marked off the circle to be, caves, explore in other ways, and maybe we can figure it out. But just so you know, in case in your travels or as we're pursuing this, that becomes important. There is just something left wide open at the end of this spell work.
You think then the spell is incomplete?
I do. It goes to trigger something, but there's no spell work that gets triggered at the very end. It's you still get an alchemical component, you still destroy whatever was in the middle, but what is it kickstarting? No, there's nothing. So I don't know if that's. I don't even understand the purpose of that. Like keeping something hidden from us. Where if we found this, they don't want to know what's being initiated, or is there just some other part of this we don't even understand yet?
A lot of stuff was being destroyed when we walked in too. It's probably missing.
I. Well, I believe the governor is gonna send many people out into the mountains with the maps. I believe you. Well done, by the way. Well, just adventuring ways. Well done, the lot of you. Looking to send more people out to explore. I believe there was another campsite or two that you learned of but weren't able to investigate. Maybe we'll get some more answers at those with the governor's work. But hey, that's all I have. That's sort of my area of expertise. I wanted to let you know about the weird catalyst for something. You know. Lennox, you had something some part to share, right? And they'll kind of lean back. They're pulling up a seat with all of you, like they're just a participant. Um, right. Well, of course, we have Darn here. That's I guess what you self-introduced there. While he's here again pursuing another matter, he's very kindly taken my personal plea to set aside the next, you know, however long it takes, week or two or whatever you were saying, Darn, to take a look at that Icarus mask that you'll have is or if we take a look at that, and kind of looks around to see who has it.
Hand it over.
Okay, I'm gonna say size wise, it'll probably be maybe like the size of your little smaller than your torso at this point, probably like shoulders to waist for sure. So and it's wrapped up thanks to the governor's aides. It's got a little bit of that pungent smell. Linux just waves some prestidigitation to kind of clear the smell. Whew, right. Oh, all right. Well, Doran, this I think is yours. And I mean, just taking a look at this though, it kind of peels back the protective wrapping. I mean, there's some runs a finger down, and it has sort of. It's not that it was frozen there, but it was definitely being preserved to some degree. In the cold, it runs a finger down. It's like Icarus now, like in parts on top of a solid, whatever the mass is. I mean, that looks like, for lack of a better term, that membrane you get in a fried egg, right? It's over to Doran, who comes over and has like the glasses with like 5 little things that come down, lenses, and starts taking a look. I'm sure he'll have to research more, but well, I don't know. The Doran takes a closer look. Let me go back up to Doran here. Doran, where are you? Okay. Is carefully looking, and you can see these lenses have some magic on them. So he's pulling different ones down, likely to examine different aspects of this. Right. Well, this I was likely at one point. I'm gonna guess some sort of mutated egg, griffin by the look of it. Mutated griffin egg, much larger than the usual, judging by the remains. Breaking it down and distilling it should provide more answers, but including exactly what was removed from the egg at an elementary level and exactly what happened to it in the process. But it might be it's not your typical egg. I heard reports that there were some mutated creatures up in the mountains, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, quite a few.
Alright. I don't even know if this was the purpose of that, or just the side effects, and they happen to use a larger one, but I can tell for sure later. But it looks like a griffin egg that was much larger than should be, and absolutely, well, sort of melted down as you see here. But desiccated at some points, and then, well, we figured out everything that was withdrawn and what was broken down with it, but right. Well, I'll take this. I'll spend my days looking at this. The governor said that you would be open to hearing my request for aid while I took a look at this for you. And looks like you all expected. Of course, the governor never said anything to you about that.
Right.
Just, but he's looking at you all for confirmation.
Sure, why not?
Oh, good. I couldn't quite get a line on the governor there, so I wasn't really sure if they were just blowing smoke up my arse, but
I wouldn't be surprised. She
oh,
didn't mention this to us. But sure, will help.
Well, I appreciate that doubly then. Thank you.
And she's gonna kind of like realize that she spoke for everybody and kind of glance around, like, yeah, we're okay with this, yeah.
I don't know. We got to the spell part and I got lost.
Oh, it's quite alright. And any of it I don't wish to help, I understand, but he's gonna take this egg and research it, and well, I need is well, I'm sure you've heard about well, if you've been here a while, the well in the western portion of the city went dry a couple weeks ago, and you probably, if you've been here, you've heard of it. Relatively big deal. Well, it shut down because the water level dropped out entirely. The bottom of the well fell out into some previously undiscovered tunnels beneath the city, leading into some caverns a little further beyond. So they're gonna repair it, but first they've agreed to let me get in there. There I need there's some ancient runes down there, and I need some rubbins of a few of these runes. Simple work, a day or two at most. Let's see. These I'll mention that these you know, these are located a bit deeper past the well, in the caverns. It's these ancient runes from before the Sundering by far. These are quite old.
Generations and generations ago. Wow.
Indeed. I've hired an expert I can trust to take the rubbings without damaging the runes at all, so you don't even have to worry about that. They're expecting to be retrieved. So please do so at the Sex Workers Guild day after next. They should be free. Just ask for Virtue, and she'll get your contact. Virtue runs the Sex Workers Guild, of course. And then I have the locations of the runes marked on a map already, so you don't even have to do any guesswork on where they are, which ones they need. And I promise that I'll have finished the elucidative work on this material. Kind of points to the Icarus egg again. By the time you return, I'll make sure of it.
Ignatius will look up from his notebook. So you know the tunnels are there.
Aye.
You know there are runes there. Is there something you're not telling us? Because you said it was a simple task. Since you found the runes, why didn't you rub them then?
Honestly, I don't even trust myself. I don't have the delicate, stable hands that are.
Ah, I see.
They're ready to fall apart, and I think that they do. They'll have just the right touch for it when I don't.
Is this the first of the campaign?
Insight check.
Yeah! Go for it. That's awesome.
Oh crap! Eris doesn't trust this person. Gosh dang it! Someone else insight check too.
5.
Okay,
6.
and Eris.
I'll go for an insight check. Sure.
Grisura totally trusts these people. These are wizards.
Nice.
Like this whole thing sounds fishy, and Eris knows fishy.
We're in a fishy room.
Exactly.
It's right
Could be
in
just
front
a
of us
room.
the whole time. Ash,
Gun
what'd you
club.
get?
Oh, like I even look. I rolled a
Okay.
6. It can't be that.
Okay.
It can't be that good. So.
I
Uh-huh.
also
Sorry,
rolled.
what'd you get?
I got an 18.
18.
Nice.
Okay, and
Thank
Chloe.
God.
I didn't roll. Check Discord
Okay,
if you have not.
absolutely. Okay, go ahead
If
and
that's
make that roll.
possible.
It'll be
Okay.
difficult, but we'll do it just by the book. So go ahead and make that roll.
Wait. Sneaky. Yeah, 17.
Okay. Can I have everyone just roll a quick perception check, if you don't mind? Sans Chloe.
Crap.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Hey, I rolled an 11 if that helps, but okay,
I'm
gonna take it to those
Much
higher
better.
level rogues.
It's sort of an enclosing, but we'll try it. You never know. Grisura?
10.
Okay, Ash?
11.
Okay, Ignatius?
22.
22. Okay, Shar?
Jesus.
12.
Okay, Catherine?
11.
Oh, all right, and Eris?
8, but my passive is 12.
Nice. Well, Ignatius, you're the only person which is pretty impressive, right? That sees Chloe sort of sneaking over to the door, not making a lot of movement, not catching anyone's eye, but you catch it. Looking, heading over to open the door, which they'll do if you don't want to say or do anything, but
I'm just going to cough. Since that classic sort of, I see what you're doing, but you're being seen, kind of without like pointing it out to everyone else.
Okay.
I will acknowledge that cough. I'll stop in my tracks And then I don't know if Ignatius would make eye contact with Chloe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. He's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Chloe definitely makes eye contact with you back, knowing that you know.
I
And
know that you
then-
know that I know.
Exactly. So,
okay.
and then I just give a nod of reassurance,
Okay.
knowing so it'll be in my brain, but also in Chloe will knows that Ignatius is the only one that saw her leave. So.
Okay. Do you continue? You pop out.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Chloe, you're successfully popped out and free to go about the business as mentioned in your message.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see. Insights all around. Yeah. Seems to be, being truthful. I mean, you can tell by looking at this person. He's a wizard, but he's a bit, has a build more like a farmer's build, and he's definitely just, you can tell he's not really dexterous. Not really dexterous. He's a little strong, not super dexterous. So it kind of makes sense. He doesn't want to take these rubbings, and has in fact hired someone with a very delicate touch, with high dexterity from the Sex Workers Guild, to do what he cannot. Take rubbings from these without disturbing the originals.
Ah, so that's why. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, so seems trustworthy, and he is backed by Lennox for what that's worth. For however much you all know Lennox, anyway.
Not very well.
Yeah, nice. And apparently by the dean, for those of you that have met and know the dean a little. So that's the day after next. So 2 days time, they'll be available. Again, just ask for Virtue at the Sex Workers Guild. She runs the place. They run the place, and they'll get the person for the job. By the time you return, I'll have answers for. I'll be working non-stop on this egg, likely. Have some more fresh answers. But I sit up. Right. Thank you, Dorn. Very much appreciated. Thank you, of course, Abigail. Appreciate making the time for this and for everyone. I don't know what the governor's offered you all, but I promise this will be a task worth it. There's some danger here to the people of the city and such, and any of us that are here. Speaking of which, I have to return to Saniath Quill. Reluctantly, I'm gonna try and get back as soon as I can, but it might be a few weeks. He's talking to like Aldina, but also like all of you, just looking at the dean. I'm gonna hurry back as fast as I can. I have some leads to follow up on my end with this circle back in Saniath Quill, so people to show this to might have more insight or a history we can trace or something like that, and some other larger matters at hand. Well, I wish you all the best, and just kind of looks at Doran, who's like, yeah, right, that's all I have. That's all I can do. I'll go take this if that's all right, and reaches over to grab the egg from all of you, like just making sure you're okay. Right? Drop that. Oh wow. And indeed, heads out of the room, and leaving just Lennox and the other person behind to wrap up. The dean just tells you, take as long as you need in here to organize your thoughts. It's a pretty safe location to discuss matters without anyone being able to hear in or listen in. I don't even know if there's anyone looking to do that right now anyway, but if there is, they'll find it difficult out here. When you're ready, clear yourselves out, and I'm gonna also pursue my own leads with this as well. So thank you again for everything.
Alrighty.
Lennox gives his goodbye. Again, it's a pleasure to see you all. Keep up the fine work you're doing. And looks, over at Catherine, then over to Shar. Emerald Green. And tips his hat to everybody and heads out. Leaving just you all in the room.
Question.
Mm.
We're still down one, right? I'm
Yeah.
going to assume if we are, it's going to be reasonably obvious when we look around the room.
Now you'll definitely all notice, yeah, that Chloe is not in the room with you.
Well, I guess one of us isn't interested in this task. How about the rest of us?
Yeah, I'm interested. No, I wouldn't say excited. And yeah, I saw Chloe check out about 5 minutes ago.
If they want to leave, that's
Yeah,
if anybody else doesn't want to do this,
maybe they needed a bathroom break. I don't know.
Or snacks.
if anybody else needs a bathroom break or snacks, don't want. I would recommend check out the Sex Workers Guild. They've done some very good work in this town. But if you're not interested in going below the city, I mean, that's fair.
Recommendation noted. I guess, where is everybody going to be? I'm going to quick drop off this map at the Cartographers Guild, and I'll catch up with everyone. I assume I heard some talk of shopping.
I would just love to go shopping. I need stuff.
Okay.
Indeed.
Go ahead.
Can I go with you to get to do the map thing?
Certainly.
Okay.
Company's always welcome. Spend a lot of time alone.
Oh, yeah. So gather up our tarot card table and just come over and join you.
Okay. So Ash and Ignatius heading to the Cartographers Guild. Chloe already gone. Did anyone else? I'm so sorry. Specify where they're heading over to shopping. I think was
shopping.
Okay. Brazura, Shark, Catherine, Eris going together for shopping. Right. Maybe the rest of you can complete that. Give your break, and head out to your separate tasks. Meanwhile, Chloe, you've navigated your way out of the Twilight Academy a little bit across town, but 1/3 of the way, across town as they're starting to disperse and themselves from the tower, the Twilight Academy. Over to a place where you can get in contact. It's one of the little haunts of the little card playing den of the Thieves Guild. Enter, the thieves can't to get in past the bouncer, and you sit down at one of the tables. There's 3 chairs. There's 2 people there playing cards, and they deal you in. And this is just part of the roguish process of communicating with Thieves Cant as you're playing a game of cards. Through Thieves Cant, what would you like to ask or express with the Thieves Guild?
Now this is where I did not think too far.
Even
Look,
if it's just an overall notion, that's fine too.
I'm just gonna say, need help finding people.
Excellent. You know what? One of the people at the table here actually is Ian Lynn, who you've dealt with, been in contact in the past. The Forest Dome, around 120. Stands about 3 foot 4 inches tall, soft golden skin, cropped straight red hair and brown eyes, and thieves can't. You're just playing a game of cards, bidding coins, this and that, and replies, "Sure thing. It's the usual coin. Um, a silver name, a gold for um location, contacts, like the whole bunch. You need information in between. It's somewhere between a silver and a gold. For each name you need, we're happy to accommodate you, friend."
Grave. Knowing that I don't have silver, I'm going to, let's see. I have 102 gold. Trying to do math. Math is
They'll
hard.
make change for
math?
you if you don't want to, because I don't want to stall you out with math. They'll make change for you. If you give them a gold, they'll give you the change back. They're not gonna be like, thanks.
And you said silver for what?
Silver is like you get their location, period. You give a name, you get a location. You can pay all the way up to gold, where you can get like their routine, where they go every morning, where they eat, where they sleep, who they talk to. You know.
Okay. Let's do. I'm gonna lay down. Mm, 2 gold.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna write Scrag and Lily down with the 2 gold.
Okay. All right. They have the. They don't have much info on you and your background, but they have enough where they can get started. They're good at what they do, and so all right. Oh, should have folded. You put it in a pile like they win. They collect your money and make it look all natural, like it's just a card game where they won. And when thieves can't continue, we'll get to work. If they're in town, we'll have something by tomorrow, 24 hours. If they're out of town, probably be closer to a week. If they're in the port city, either port city. If they're further out from that, you know how long information could take. Might be closer to 3-4 weeks. We will get you that info.
I just do I say thank you and thieves can't, and just do a nod, and then I walk away from the table.
Thieves can't, in this case, is slamming your cards down and giving them a double bird. That's saying thank you.
Whoa.
Playing the card.
I approve. And
Nice.
then I'm gonna assume there's like a bar.
There's one right around, not in the building, but like next door. Um, there's a bar, 100%.
Okay. I'm just gonna, assuming that everybody might have dispersed by now. I'm just gonna sit and people watch while having a drink.
Right. Beautiful. Yeah, you go around the corner, it's your typical bar. I think it's a Golden Mead, it's called. And people watch. Okay. All right. Well, heading over to, let's see, let's tackle Ignatius and Ash, who have headed over to the Cartographers Guild. Um, you head on over. You've completed. You take the little bit of time that you've had in travel and stuff, Ignatius. You work up the map, and yeah, you enter, and it's the same person that you've seen a couple times. Oh, hello, sir. Welcome back. It's a pleasure to see you again. Do you have more works for us today?
Actually, well, it's up to the dropping off some work for the governor. This is for him or them, I should say.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's up to them if they want to share
understood.
with you.
Understood.
I mean, it was a commission work, so I have to
Oh, of course.
defer to them.
Mhm.
So
Well,
Yes. So just someone will be coming by to pick it up. So
I'm glad the governor has seen your talents. Thank you
I
very
appreciate it. Thank you.
much. Oh, takes it, puts it in a sealed, like locked up area. Very well. It'll be under lock and key, double lock and key, until gathered by the governor. Is there anything else I can do for you today, Mr. Ignatius?
Nope, that's fine. And on the way out, I'll look at Ash and another exciting trip to the cartographers. Something seems like something's on your mind. I don't know of anyone who voluntarily goes to the cartographers. Such an exciting place.
Oh, uh, it's interesting. Um, I just, I'm not really sure that I was expecting to go, to kind of keep. I don't know. Like when I came on this, I felt that I was, being led to be in the group and to kind of go on this adventure, and it just seems to be kind of like one, do this, and then oh, we want you to go and escort these people over to do some rubbins, and I'm just I just don't know. Should have kind of take out like her cards out of her bag and just start like mindlessly shuffling them in her hands. I just don't know like you know uh what the purpose is. Do you ever think about that, like what the purpose is of your like path, you know? Uh
Yeah, at times I am looking for reasons why I am what I am and what I am, you know, hoping that's why I'm scouring the land. And this cartography business is just a way to sustain myself while I'm doing that. And it serves both purposes. You know, I get to, look around and travel to all the untraveled places and try to find more about what possibly happened in the past that can explain why I'm here. That's about the only, and it's not too fruitful so far. Um, but yeah, it's looking for clues. Um, that deck, I mean, has it been helpful for you?
well, I mean, it's I mean, kind of led me here. So just kind of keeps like shuffling it in her hands, just following the cards, the tarot, like I was told to do. Um, I guess, it's why I'm here today. Um,
If if you don't mind me asking, uh, how were you told?
oh, um, well, kind of an old friend told
Hmm.
me before they disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah. Um, and I thought that she was dead, but I don't guess that she might not be. Uh, so I'm just, following the cards as I was told to do. Um, and here we are.
interesting, interesting. Well, if it seems like an honorable thing to be doing.
Oh,
This person must meant a lot to you.
a good
I'm
friend.
sorry. I'm prying. I'm prying. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. What are you looking for, Ignatius? Anything specific other than just adventure?
Well, if you could tell, as you it's obviously at the first sight of me, I'm different.
Ah,
Um,
you look
you know,
great.
well, thank you. I try. And but I don't know if you're aware, but I'm a the type of being that I am is from a relationship between a humanoid and an elemental. So that's why
Oh,
I don't really I don't know how I feel about the reactions I get. It's like I don't see myself as something out of the ordinary, but obviously I have some skills, but everybody here in our group have skills and they have abilities that, so I don't see why I should be, you know, pointed out other, you know, more than others, but just
yeah.
uncomfortable with that. I mean, I just want to, find out because I don't know much about the elemental that had a part in my creation, I guess.
That's amazing.
So far I've got some ideas. I'm looking for some relics, some things that have to do with the sundering that maybe could shed some light on it and how best to go through old sites and see if I can find, as they say, clues at the scene of the crime.
I'm sure you'll find something.
I hope so.
As they continue walking, you'll kind of, this is very on it, but like you'll see, Ash will be like, maybe they're looking at you because you're so awesome looking. And look at that hair. Ooh,
Not as easy.
just kind of burns right up there.
It's hard to control sometimes. I don't know how many pillows I've wasted, but
Oh.
but thank you. I mean, you're quite the person yourself.
This entire time she's been floating on her broom.
Nice.
I love it. I love
Nice.
it. Now, out of character, do you wear you wear a pendant for the moth character or
Oh, the
no?
great moth.
I thought you did. You?
She does have a pen. She has a pen that looks like a moth. Yes.
Okay,
It's like made out of paper.
right. So I'll of all, it's a rather out of the ordinary creature to
Oh,
sort of
please.
be fond of.
Oh,
I've seen
moths are amazing.
deer, I've seen bears, I've seen, you know,
Sure. I get it. Tell me, Ignatius,
yes,
have you ever heard of the great moth?
not really, no. I mean, uh, no, I can't say that I've.
Oh, it is incredible. And she'll hand you, here's a pamphlet going across, going on about it.
You have
And I'll send you an
pamphlets.
instant. Yeah, it was something that me and my friend came up with. Well, the
Ah,
pamphlet, the great moth is real, of course. And I'll send you an instant message of like everything that she shares about it.
okay. And
Oh, we
Ignatius would
want
just
to
say,
hear. Oh, you don't have it with you, do you? Oh.
Oh no, I do have it with me. I just didn't want to like but no, but she'll just kind of go
okay,
on like 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 it's our unseen protector.
ah,
It keeps away bad dreams and invisible monsters, in both nighttime and the daytime, and it can show itself on very special occasions. And it has influence over our world, and it's very magical and very great. Um, and it shows up whenever it wants, and well, because it can't show up where it wants, because it's a big moth, right? And it's this big creature with all this power. Um, it sends out all of the moths that we see to remind us about it. So and sometimes it sends them with messages, and the moss Ignatius can carry whispers of our lives to the ones that have passed on or we don't have in touch with anymore. It kind of tells them like, oh, Ignatius is up to this. through dreams. That's how the other person usually finds out about it. When it's really quiet in the night, that's when you can hear them talking to you. But it protects us, and it shows us that that nighttime isn't something to be afraid of. It's something that is can be exciting. We have protection. But here, it tells all about it in this pamphlet. And if you ever have any questions, there are, anytime you see a moth, just treat it with respect.
I will keep that in mind, and thank you very much. And he will actually, yeah, probably pretty respectfully, put the not just like stuff it in a pocket. Yeah, yeah. He'll treat it with some respect and something that's it's in his mind. It's obvious that it's important to Ash, so he wouldn't
Yeah.
dream
Mm.
of.
I'm always here if you have any questions whatsoever.
I find this fascinating, and being out
It is
alone
fascinating.
in the
Yeah.
forest, I can't say that I've encountered it, but now I'm intrigued. I will keep this in mind. Thank you very much. It's very
You're
interesting.
welcome.
Thank you for sharing.
Ironically, I'll add that Ignatius, you probably dealt with your fair share of moths with the hair
Yeah.
and stuff at night.
All right, I'll retro that in later. Okay. I am a walking beacon. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I was just thinking, oh.
He is the lamp.
Nice. Beautiful. All right. So the two of you, have done that. I assume you're probably heading over to catch up with everyone shopping. Okay. So, Grisera, you're sort of, leading the way. You've got Shar and Kethri and Eris with you. You're heading over. You arrive at Adventurers Row, where you got your pick of shops here. Do you have anything in mind, or you just want generalized shopping? Kethri seems excited about something. Grisera. All right, go ahead, Kethri. What you got? You see everyone kind of looking around like, where should we shop?
Okay. So I need to sell back this weapon and maybe look for a different one because why not? And then I heard there's possibly another shipment coming in of yarn and I need to add to what I'm currently making right now. But also, who wants a scarf? I'm just gonna make all of y'all scarves.
Can you make mine waterproof?
Can I?
They don't have the material yet, but you do alchemy. I don't see why you can't find a treatment for yarn to make it waterproof.
Oh
Role
my
play a little of that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would love to like create. Oh my God, stop it. I'm gonna create waterproof yarn and then sell it for millions.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Done. I will make this happen for you. And it'll be with all of your favorite colors. And like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Make it look like the ocean.
I'm very good at that.
Eris, you do know what a scarf is, right?
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. Just because I don't wear one doesn't mean I don't know what it is.
Do you want a beanie instead? Or earmuffs? Those don't really. Meow.
Watching 4 dogs, but the cat's the one that's like, "What's up?"
I was like, oh my God, they're sleeping.
Sorry.
No, you're good. They are sleeping.
Oh,
They're being
nice.
so good.
She's got meows as big as herself.
No.
This is
So
one
cute.
chunky cat.
Love it.
She wants to be the star.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop at the the yarn, the weaver's store with the yarn?
Yes. And then also to sell back whatever I purchased previously. I think it was a Warhammer. Because I was an idiot and it's not
Oh,
deck based. So I'm gonna sell that back and
okay.
then possibly look for a longbow.
Okay. You can. All right. We'll do that too. Excellent. I think it's Destrian. Destrian. Yeah. Lead smithy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all pull up to the yarn. You do remember as you're approaching the door.
Mm-hmm.
what's inside. So
Yeah.
do whatever you want. Just want to remind you
She's,
because you remember.
she's going to, I'm sure she has, I think she does. I need to look at the art again. Like she has like a little hood or like a snood. She's been working on snoods. So she's like made one because of this to kind of like cover so she can go yarn shopping.
Love it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you head in, able to pick up, purchase some yarn if you want. You know,
Yeah.
load up your
Yeah.
bag. Anyone else getting anything while in here? Gazurashar Eris at the. It's a weaver's shop, so there's all sorts of stuff from yarn to thread to sewing to stuff like that.
Nothing here, no.
Okay.
I'll look around, but nothing to buy.
One of those. Ooh, these things look cute, but I'll never use any of these things.
Actually, she would probably be like, okay, what's your favorite? Like, I know what your favorite color is now. So, like, do you like these combinations? Or, like, I think this is more like an ocean, but I've never really seen. No, I have seen the ocean. Let me backtrack.
It's look out the window. It's literally right there.
Yeah, wait a minute. Wrong campaign. In the ocean there too. Anyways, so color combos. They'll
Okay.
definitely get there.
Blue, green, a little bit of white, a little bit of black, dark blue.
Ooh, and are we still going with scarf, or do you want like a beanie?
I like scarf.
Cool. I'm excited.
Nice.
Grisura, with her kind of endless curiosity, is getting kind of caught up in Catherine's enthusiasm, has like no particular knowledge or interest, and if she's asked like about color combinations, kind of freezes in terror, but otherwise kind of generally gets caught up in the enthusiasm of the moment and happily learns a little bit about yarn and colors and such.
She's gonna pick up an extra bloody red colored yarn with like some black.
It was chartreuse, but whatever you need to do.
Yes, it was chartreuse. Yes,
Nice.
or some black. I think that'd be cute. She'll just pick up everybody's favorite color. She's just gonna make something happen within reason.
Okay.
Is there a book on weaving or perhaps
Absolutely. Just like beginners, like just to start your way towards if you wanted to pick it up as a skill.
Can I teach you?
Knitting for dummies.
I don't know if that'll happen, but Grisura will read the book anyways.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. It's cheap to silver.
Done.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
mine's more like crochet because it's easier to carry around just like one hook versus like two.
Mm. But two weapons when you need them.
That is very true. And they're both very pointy. But I already carried two like
Awesome.
very pointy things.
Well, you all procure your goods here and you head on out. Tasha, I sent a Discord message to you because you don't need to do anything with this, but because someone's about to come up and reference this, I just wanted to copy paste the story in case you needed it. um, so you exit and you start heading over to the Lead Smithy Destrian's shop, and on the way over there, there's a young woman, maybe late 20s, runs up and to Catherine, and oh, Catherine, hi, it's me from the house. Um, I just I haven't seen you since that last since you did your work, and I can't thank you. Father's safe. Mother's safe now. There hasn't been so much of a squeak aside from a mouse, since you handled all the ghosts. I really can't thank you And we had so many people come before you, Kefri. We did, and they just couldn't handle it. I know there was a hiccup, and it seemed like it was done. But you came back, and you took care of business, and I can't thank you enough for that. So I know it was a little ornery when they came back at first, and I felt terrible. I haven't seen you since to properly thank you. I understand these things are more complicated than they might seem to lay people like myself. So I'm sorry for not trusting in you in a moment. You did such fine work.
Okay, I'm so glad it worked out. Just gonna like try to lean in for a hug.
Covered in darkness with the wings and stuff. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. I know it's not much, but I just wanted to give you. I know Father tipped you, but I just wanted to give you a tip myself, just to kind of make amends as well for my behavior. After the comb. Um, here is tips you 10 gold. This was a rather wealthy family and household.
That was not necessary, but I completely appreciate your generosity.
But
And I appreciate
thank you. Keep doing the amazing work you do as an exorcist. You're truly gifted. Thank you. Sorry, kind of gestures to the other three of you there.
Grisura has a look on her face like she suddenly realized this isn't about a sex worker and is about exorcism.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you. She turns and heads.
Grisura doesn't fully pay attention to anything. So.
It's amazing. She'll
Like there were parts there that just it fit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard to do stuff with a comb.
Yeah. I was a little upset in the middle with the
Grisura
comb.
was intrigued. Like, I don't know.
She really brought it home. Yeah. Nice.
Yay.
Okay. Anyone have anything for Catherine after the interaction? Otherwise, I'll move us to Destrian.
Exorcism, huh?
Yes. I like playing ghosts. It's fun. Great. I'm really quite good at it now. Or I'm getting better. Slowly getting better. It's fun. It's spooky.
Sounds like it was quite a bit of work.
Yes. Because I think that was my hardest job to date. I thought it was going to be simple, but no. But you know what? Turns out like it was fine in the end. You just got to persevere and then like flip off those ghosts and then put them in their place and you just get to go back to shopping.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. You head on over to Destrian's. Of course, Destrian is inside. Oh, right. Welcome back. I hope, Eris, right? How's your mole treating you?
She pulls it out, shows him it's like
Yeah.
it's been used. Yeah.
All right, it's already building some character, I see. Put it to good use.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, always.
Nice. All right, Caffrey. Well, what can I do for you then? You're looking to return something.
Well, maybe we can do like an exchange. I'm still getting used to like other types of weapons besides the ones that I have.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just not a very like I'm more dexterous versus like Eris is very strong. Okay. I'm just very
Also
like
flex.
Impressive.
see, that's not me. I'm like first I'm here, but now I'm not. And like
What you returning then?
let's see. No. She's going to return.
Which
I think
one
it
was
was
it?
a warhammer.
Warhammer. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So that's 15 gold, and you're looking to pick up a longbow, which is 50. Well, you just took it. It was here on governor's order, so I'm not gonna diminish the price. I'll give you 15 gold back for your warhammer. I'll still honor. Of course, it was like 13 or something, but we'll just figure it 15 towards the longbow. With your discount, let's 35 gold plus a randomizer at 15. You got 20 gold. You're looking at still. Just it's for materials.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right.
Wait, how much do I owe?
The 20 gold is the difference with a
20.
discount included and such, but
That
cheapest I
is
can get.
perfect. She's
Right.
going to actually cough up 22 gold
Oh.
as a tip for having to return an item because she was dumb. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the extra two. That's lovely. Listen, this longbow treats you right. The range out back, you take it for a few shots. It's gorgeous. Got the full longbow height, a lot of tension. You got 150-foot regular range with a 600-foot range. You can still shoot at disadvantage. It's heavy. It's two-handed, but you get 1d8. They still treat you right, especially with that, being dexterous and all. Clearly got some strength to you too. The whole lot you do, and kind of looks around at Catherine Shard, Grisura, and Eris like.
Grisura like sighs if somebody's finally noticed that Grisura has been quietly flexing in the background, trying to like not be in the line of sight of Eris or anybody else.
Very impressive lot, yeah. And fine posing, says Actor Grisura too. Right, well. Well, anything else I can take care of you all for, or you just here for a quick bit business?
I'm good.
You find things went your way. I know Governor was sending you on something. Took care of it, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Of course you did. Look, what couldn't you do for you and your friends? All right. Well, keep up the great work for the city. I appreciate you. And have a good day. Gestures. Heading out. It's back to work. Clink, clink, clink.
Give him a fist bump on the way out.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. And you head out. You head out. You're filing back onto Adventurers Row, where you come across Ash and Ignatius.
Oh. Work at the cartographer is done.
Good.
Good. Our obligation has been fulfilled.
Wait, I picked up yarn for y'all.
Really? What for?
It's more for like your favorite colors, or like things that go with your favorite colors. I'm making everybody like scarves because we've obviously already been to a cold climate like mountain, and we're probably gonna do that again. So at some point, and we need to be warm, and I need something to do while we're chatting. Do you like
Well,
scarves?
I mean, who doesn't? But
Like scarves.
can you make like a? Sometimes I wonder if I do overkill on this, but what the hell? Can you make it like when I wrap it around, as it ends, it has a flame pattern on the end, like.
Oh my God,
That's
yes.
cool.
Yes.
I figure it was overkill, but what the heck? Go with it. You got to go with it.
You want like red seeping into like orange and
Yes.
yellow?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited. So much fun.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's going
You're
so
very
cool.
friendly, Catherine.
I'm friendly?
I agree.
Thanks. That's really kind of you to say. I just like people.
Oh.
I suspect that people like you too.
Hmm.
You ever been to the? Wait, I've lost the name of the Fox's. It's the Fox's Fiddle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You ever been to the Fox's Fiddle, Catherine?
Is that no, that's not the one that we had to soup at, right? No.
No,
The
that's the
goat?
shiny goat, I think.
Trying to go, yeah.
Mhm.
We should go.
Okay. Do they
If you
have
like, if you like people, you may like this.
what goes on at the Fox's Fiddle? Is there dancing?
What doesn't go on at the Fox's Fiddle?
Oh.
I'm watching Shar right now because Grisura was there with Shar. And there's so many eyebrows moving all over the place.
Everyone that knows the Fox's Fiddle is like,
Yeah, I don't think Catherine's been. I just want somewhere to go dance. Is there dance?
Somebody will be dancing for sure.
Oh, that's exciting. Do I get to dance?
I don't know. We'll see where the night takes us.
Okay.
I was gonna look for magic, but I think we'll do the Fox's Fiddle and do that.
Plenty of magic there.
Exactly.
Wow.
Beautiful. So you
Really?
got. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Catherine. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. She would probably turn to
Perfect.
Shard to like see if like have you been to the Fox's Fiddle? Probably, I don't know.
I have.
So you'll dance with me?
No.
One of these days. One of these days, I'm gonna convince you to do fun shit with me. But that's okay. I understand. That's understand. I just want you there to hang out.
Nice. All right. Well, you've got tonight at the Fox's Fiddle. You've got all of tomorrow, and it's not till the day after that that you'll need to go pick up the courtesan that is going to use their skills to do the rubbings down in the opened area below the Western City Well. For tonight, and we might even leave it a list for the beginning of next session because the Fox's Fiddle is like a fucking blast. We'll just say that you head on over for an experience. It's one of the largest taverns here in the city, founded by someone that's by a bard of renown. And sorry, Chloe, do you have something as we close tonight?
Yes, I did forget to mention, I would have, Chloe would have just had a few drinks and then found her way to the Fox's Fiddle. So
Okay. Nice. As you enter, you see Chloe, where you get to reunite. There's a huge, huge stage. And you see a display of different wonderful things they do throughout the week, from drag shows to plays to singers to groups, all these wonderful things. You found yourselves here on it's effectively a dance and karaoke night at the Fox's Fiddle. Um, there's stories to be told and listened to. There's singing to be done and dancing. There's a number of bards traveling through, applying their skills to gain little renown by booking here at the Fox's Fiddle as well. You're in for a treat tonight together as new comrades in arms. Finally letting go of that tension of that last fight. Hike through the mountains. Did you have anything, Ignatius? Sorry.
Well, I just want to say, as it closes,
Yeah.
Ignatius will find a quiet corner, sort of like he's not used to the
Oh,
crowds and the noise, and he doesn't like, and he's just sitting, and he quietly pulls out the pamphlet and starts to read it.
that's amazing. Oh, you've got
You'll see a
Ignatius.
bunch of like hand drawn moths in there. Sorry, just wanted to add.
That's
No,
amazing.
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
It looks very handmade. Like, yeah, just like copies have been made. Yeah.
Beautiful. You start flipping through that, Ignatius. Shar, you're being dragged by Kethri over to the dance area. Eris, you're heading over. You see Chloe, Grisur, and Eris. You head over to Chloe. Ash, for you, you are you're heading over. You feel something a little bit like loose in your pocket. It's the flyer you pulled off for this job. You pulled one off and tucked it in your pocket. It got a little loose in all the chaos, and you take it out to kind of do whatever you want with it. It's the ad for the what do you call it? The parade job.
Oh,
Kind
right.
of go to fix it, and a moth flies out after. With that, we'll wrap up tonight's session.
Okay.
Aw.
Yay.
Yay! Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. Players, round of applause for our players. They're just so good. Ah, could gobble you all up.
No.
All the juicy role play. Um, thank you all so much, truly, for being here, hanging out, and being a part of this game. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, viewers. Commander Catch, it was so awesome to have you hang out with us tonight. Oh, it was so fun. Dan, a blast as always. Of course, Cameron from earlier, and Deanna, and all the folks that have been hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for popping in and chatting. Dale Bacon. I think it was Bacon. I hope I might just be hungry. It might have been Beacon. I was Bacon. Okay, good. Say, oh, I hope welcome, and I've got your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm quickly looking for some folks to stream. Oh, there we go. We'll go visit our friends Dork Tales. You've been watching our latest campaign, which is called Provenance. We stream every Friday night here, 9 to midnight Eastern time. So if you had fun tonight, consider giving us a follow. You can be alerted when we go live with the different D&D campaigns that we have across the channel, across the week. And otherwise, we're going to raid our friends here, Dork Tales, in a few seconds. Consider giving a call, Edward raid. And really hope to catch you next Friday. Find out what happens next. Catch y'all then. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, that was fun. Fun.